An astounding second half. The Clippers come back from down 25. They make their first conference finals in the history of the franchise. Don't know if all those jokes and all those memes are put to bed tonight, but a whole lot of them had to have died with the comeback and the fight we just saw from that Clipper team against the 1 seed. A whole lot to get to. We'll get to three things on a one-of-a-kind game, including playoff games. The Utah Jazz were 94-1 under Quinn Snyder, when leading by 25 points at any point in the game. It's now 94-2 following what happened in that remarkable, furious fight in the second half from the Clips. Clippers got back into this mostly due to a barrage from behind the arc, an avalanche as they cash 14 threes in the second half, a franchise record for threes in any half in a playoff game. And it was Mann, and it was Beverly, and it was Jackson, and it was Batum. It was everyone on the floor. 5 of those triples came from Terrence Mann, the Florida State youngster who dropped 39 in just his second career playoff start. Comes after he had 25 points total in the first 5 games of this series. And Jeff Van Gundy, who's sitting there and watching this, I'm sure amazed as we all were. And Jeff, down 25 in the second half, just the tenor of this game, the way it's going, no one could have imagined what would have ensued. How do you best describe how it all went wrong for one team and right for the other?
Well, the volatility of the three-point shot, both when it is going for you, which it happened for the Clippers in the second half, and against you for Utah, I mean, that's the type of game. The leads don't mean quite as much as they once did, and I just was amazed that Terrence Mann over and over again, they found him, they put him in the right spots. He was in the corners. He wasn't trying to make the above-the-break three. He got layups, he got corner threes, he stuck with it, and Reggie Jackson was absolutely huge, getting timely buckets against the shot blocking of Rudy Gobert.
Without Kawhi, and we don't know officially, but we presume that it's an injury that could prevent him from playing perhaps for any more playoff games this year. Off what we just saw, what will this Clipper team allow itself to believe is possible now, Jeff?
Well, I would think they would expect to win. And for Phoenix, you don't know what Chris Paul's situation is, so that would be a huge blow for Phoenix. So unfortunately, a lot of these playoffs have been marred by injury and protocols, but I think the Clippers are going to go in there with great confidence. And unlike what they did against Utah, where they had a chance to win that first game on the road, they didn't quite get it done. They've got to have the right mindset to bounce back and be ready for an early start of Game 1 on Sunday.
So for the Clippers, it's history, the first time ever to a conference final. They're also the first team, Jeff, ever to dig out of 2 consecutive 2-0 holes. They did against Dallas and now here against Utah. And there's a lot to celebrate on the Clipper side. If you put yourself in that Utah locker room right now, off of what just happened, how do you process what just evaporated?
It's obviously a blown opportunity to take it home for a Game 7. And obviously, what I think the Clippers did the very best was they took Utah's greatest strength defensively in Rudy Gobert, and he made it into a minus, a negative on that end of the floor by spreading them out, driving, drawing him, and then finding Terrence Mann, Patrick Beverly, those guys, Nick Batum a couple times for wide open practice shot threes. I thought they did just a magnificent job in exposing Gobert's lack of ability to close to the three-point line.
Look, we could be working, for a living. I feel like we're stealing money doing what we get to do every night, but you never know, Jeff, when you're going to turn up.
Not me, Scott. Not me. I'm not stealing. What are these two clowns?
He's stealing, Scott.
Come on.
I'm just saying tonight you could have paid for a ticket and it would have made sense. You know what I mean?
Well, I wouldn't pay for a ticket because I'm cheap, but I'm glad I got to witness this game because to see the ebb and flow of this game, the high level of skill, it was just really fun to watch. and I need my guy next to me to towel me off because I'm getting a little hot from the lights right now.
Do you ever
I
stop
understand.
working?
And Mark, if ever there was a night for Mama, there goes that man. This was it. So I mean, it was tailor made for you, my friend.
First quarter, I went right to it.
Go to it and go to it often. Gentlemen, appreciate your time. Meanwhile, we got a Hall of Famer, and he's getting squeezed out. You guys enjoy your night, and we appreciate the time.
Thanks, Scott.
Take care, Scott.
Thank you. All righty. Well, it was surreal to watch this thing unfold. We're here scripting out a Jazz win. Game 7. Look ahead. No, the highlights of this Clipper comeback. And the reason we were preparing for the Jazz sort of blowout win is because that's what was in progress. They're up 22 very early in the third. Donovan Mitchell. Bang! It's a 25-point lead. So, all right, I'm about to be 27 on the break. No, all right, Paul George gets a dunk. Journey of a million miles begins with a single step. All right, fine. George, Terrence Mann, Moonlight Graham. He hits the three. And, well, hey, look at here. Look at the Clippers trying hard. That's nice. Man, it's one on everyone. All right. Little life in the building. Jazz need to talk. Hey, fellas, let's tighten it up. Keep your poise. Well, 17-point lead, down to 14. Man, corner three. 4 to go in the third. Clippers down 15. Man again. Go ahead and pull. Now you start going, all right, it's a 12-point game. You never know. Can they get it to single digits before the end of the third? And they're like, the hell with that. Let's try to get the lead by the end of the third. Man, again, corner three. Got to get that little bounce for rhythm. All three of these, and you start entertaining it. Could this happen? Now it's 5. Off the turnover. George is like, give it to me. No, he gets the miss. The rebound ends up in the corner to Jackson for the 3. He hits it. It's a 2-point game. Finally, Royce O'Neal gets the slam to stop the run, but the Clippers keep their foot on the gas. Jackson probes the defense. Batum, pure. Patrick Beverly to give them the lead. Came out the mud from the corner. He hits it, and the Clippers now lead. They were down 25 in the second half. Again, corner three, Paul George. That's good. The Jazz trying to find some solid footing. Jackson, always in attack mode. Such a confident player, always has been. Now it's Batum from George. They're up 7. The Jazz came out and hit a couple of threes, and all of a sudden you think the 1 seed's going to get it together. But after George misses, what a play. Jackson, bounce pass down low to Man. In rhythm, can't let Gobert get back there because he'll block it. Jackson asking for more. Let me hear it. And the home team giving him more to cheer for. Great ball movement again. Shoot it. Don't hesitate, young man. Man hits again from 3. Just an incredible performance. The guy scored 25 points in the playoffs. And now it's 39 tonight. Injected in my veins. More. But this Jazz team could come back. Patrick Beverly again from 3. Every single thing that could go right for the home team did, and Donovan Mitchell left to shake his hand in astonishment at how this 25-point lead and the season evaporates. They trailed by as many as 25 in the second half. In the past quarter century, by far the largest comeback in a series clinching victory.